This is workbook pages from CKLA Kindergarten Unit 7. I just showed a sampling of each type of workbook page. This would be, they've introduced digraphs. They'll have digraphs CH, SH, TH, and NG pages like this, and then they also have QU. So they would have them trace this and say the sound. Ch, 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 all the way across. There's some words at the bottom you can practice as well by going ch. Then they have like a word bank where they can read the words. I would fold it, have them read a word lunch, find out where it is, and say the sounds as they write it. L, ch. And then unfold it and then cross it out and do the next. This page, they would just say what the word is, chest, and then they would circle ch, s, t. Again, I would fold it in half and then make them write it from the sounds. Ch, s. They can unfold it and then they can check and see if it matches. Take home page that you can cut out and then have them read them, like do like little flashcard type things. You can also have them in your hand and give them a word and see if they can spell it. So I would be holding the cards and I would say write the word fish and let them see if they can spell it. They read the phrases and then they would just put a check in the box that is the correct one. So a big ship would get a check mark in that box. You look at the picture, chimp, and then they figure out which word it is and they can circle it. If you wanted, you could have some sort of item you put on it, and then you can do this paper another day. They may remember it, they may or may not remember it, but that way you can use it more than once. They read the word, figure out which one it goes with, so bath. And then again, you can fold it where they can't see the word bath, and then they have to write the ath. Then number 2, they would read moth, fold it, and then write it by the sounds. The digraph TH actually has 2 sounds that it says. It says th and th. So your voice is off for one, your voice is on for the other. So th is unvoiced and th is voiced. And so they assign the buzzing sound with a voiced th. So they read a word, math, th is unvoiced, so it's going to go over here underneath this because there's no buzzing sound. So again, fold it where they can't see it, and then they would write the word math. Van has a voiced, so they call it that buzzing sound, and then they would fold it down and write Draw a line from the word to the picture. Say what each picture is, and if it starts with the QU, the qu sound, then you would write QU underneath it. So goat would not get it. Quarter would, so you would just write QU underneath that. This is a word wheel. You would cut out both wheels. Then this smaller wheel would go right in the middle of the bigger wheel, and it has CH on it. And so when you put a little brad into both holes, and then it becomes a little spinner. So the CH would go only show up to the chest, and then move over here and be champ, and then be chat. So kind of a fun way to practice words. They have these are both what we call nasal sounds. This is like what my program calls a middle nasal because my tongue goes behind my top teeth for it. This is a back nasal because the back of my tongue goes up to produce this. So you can say the sounds, that would be, and they would hold this up. If I said, they would hold this up. And this one, you want them to say the word and then circle the sounds. So ranch, what sounds do I hear? Ch. And so the CH would get circled all together because it is making one sound. Then they would count their circles or how many sounds, 1, 2, 3, 4. They would write 4 in that blank and fold it where they can't see it and then have them write the word ranch. Okay, another one you can have them, you would give them a word out of these 2 choices and they would have to circle whatever word you said and then again fold it and then have them write it. If you're from the South, like I am, you have to really make sure you're saying a proper Kind of think of yourself as British, and maybe you'll get there. Then, because I typically would say then we went here. Then is different than then. So make sure you over-articulate any es that you come across. This is a recording sheet that you can use. You can have the word then written, path written, and have them read it. And let's say they read the word then as the word this. Then you would, let's see, they say to circle. I guess it matters. I would just cross out the E in the N because they didn't say it. I might even write the I in that spot and the S in that spot to show what they did right, how they did read it. And then they only got one of those sounds correct. So it's just a way for you to kind of say, are they getting this? How's it going? And then you can total their digraphs in the initial position, see how many of those they got correct, and see how many in the final position they got correct. It's a little bit of an assessment. This one, you read one of the words in the row. So if I said on number 1, put this on the word than, and they could put it on there. Then that way I can reuse this page again. Number 2, find the word math. They would put it on there, so that way if you don't circle it, you can use this paper multiple times. This is one of the stories from the reader, and it's on 2 pages. I only printed 1 page just to give you an example. This page, they're supposed to say the ABC song with their child, and then have them point to the letter. So show me the letter S, point to the letter Q, etc. You can also do it by sound. Show me the letter that makes the E sound, etc. Another story from the reader, Seth's mom. Again, that was a 2-pager. There's also a story, Seth's dad. Sal's fish shop. Lunch. This page has them read the word and then tell you some rhyming words. So they would read this as quit, and then they would see how many words that you can get from them that rhyme with quit. Some practice writing the digraphs. Again, saying the sounds as you go, so you can trace it and say, and then I would do the voiced, etc. So, ch. And in the back, it's the same letters, but it doesn't have the tracing. It just has the dots where they start writing the letters. This page, you would have them cut these cards out, and it has like champ, thump, sling, and then you would find this page. And when those word cards are cut out, you're going to find the word champ and match the cut out word with the word champ. Thump, sling. And so you would match the word cards with this page. Another story from the reader. Lost Finch. Seth's sled. Meg's tots. Hash and milk. This page, they would take and they would cut them out, and then they can make words with them. So you can have, I would keep it like ing is 1, and then they can do ching, quing, shing, thing, ping, ning. Or you can give them a word and say, okay, put these letters together to make the word shop. Or you could have them spell it. I'm going to make the word shop. I'm not going to let you look at it. You write it and see if it matches my cards. It has the ability to trace and then practice writing words, and again saying the sounds. Ch, ah, p. They have running record pages for some of the stories, and so you would have the kids read this. I would time them, and then you make note of any errors. And if you time them, you can check them maybe, I don't know, a month later, a couple weeks later, and see if they're any faster. But they have one for Lost Finch, Seth's sled, Meg's tots, and hash and milk. And that shows you an example of everything that is in Workbook 7, Unit 7, Kindergarten CKLA.